but no kasi we do tema. And now yet tema central. Tomorrow tema was.
Na campaign retail one hete.
So a campaign there 90% retail.
Okay.
So far they so good. Dr. Mahmoud BAWUMIA ne campaign star no one oguso odo constituency ni mo a one constituency key stakeholders edin komo or your community engagement on them maba nem frontier mebo shia edin komo ora edwum ne 24 echichia edin komo run parks or the drivers edin komo on 90th street edin railway fee that's been the strategy, and then one of the Ababedu September August anyway, and that's the strategy we are sticking to, and from now to elections.
Okay. More friends and friends share more outline cost of living. Say you're about me be dear buyer. Whatever so now what solve that issue, you know. Fire somewhere. Let's say.
See, letting an idea dance here say a free 2020. We are has been going through different kind of crisis at one point in time. In fact, at some point, Maya would be to say UK, any Germany near their crown. Omunya crisis. Germany, they do baby not some crown, Omunya be, and fat and wind the oil, no, at the moment. And see, globally, no, there seems to be some economic crisis and a food crisis. The world is trying to get out of. Ghana, so the kakra akanye. And then maybe the other say a few year or two, you know, the mabo akosro, and you know, ama the day-to-day life of the typical Ghanaian. No crepa ne say akosro kakra. What it means is that say opesa with the buying him or mining him now about for 2 about now what's the normal idea back what so the two say you have to have a solution to the cost of living because a idea back where here Ghana for it's as part of Dr. Mahmoud BAWUMIA and then a planning a strategy for Ghana acquire the first one. You may reduce the cost of living in the country. Very crucial, very important. When you say your cost of living, there are some key things. Housing, baby, you better Ghana say see the one in rent and something. If you are your utilities. Petrol, fuel, war, electricity, war, any idea, account, yeah, transportation. When it comes to the cost and prices, transportation is crucial. And see, some way na Dr. Mahmoud BAWUMIA did say, Obomodi na yeshene yetsenetino based on the iron in the past. And the aka you to me you know so strategy in the few past each of these things oh any
hello. Oh, I'm anyway. Okay, 101.7. Yani ora Dennis Miracle Aboagye Kasama Fuma Dr. Mahmoud BAWUMIA na wana tiko. Baba ye nto aso a. Miracle Aboagye bisamu akwaba.
Wo fa mejo so.
Ye nto aso a.
Enti sanoma enan we na Dr. Mahmoud BAWUMIA gidi say eye crucial. Say to me enya eho ehia no na ye de ba ebeboa na cost of living akwama wonsem no etumi akofem kakra nti wahyehyɛ nneɛma bebree, for example kuyayo say no nsase deɛ wɔ bebree, so ɛho behia sɛ yɛbɛtumi de nneɛma bi so aka deɛ ayɛ dada no ho na yɛtumi ahyɛ ho kena, especially when it comes to large scale farming a yɛbɛtumi ayɛ nnuaba no ɛne nnuane no ne kɛseɛ mu na etumi aboa ɔman no. Eti waka how would be able to boost production, looking at using lime na etumi improve the fertility of your soil no. Sɛ be ya to say aman deɛ ɛyɛ aman aka no so no. See the only some mind bi wɔ hɔ a, for example Brazil, ebura Brazil for bedua ɛwɔ 1 acre so bag of benya no ebi wɔ abɛhwɛ na ɛbɔ ho enum the ayɛ benya wɔ 1 acre so ɛwɔ Ghana. What it means is that yama yekuafo no krampo no ehwe mo amo bread do, because ejuma obi bɛyɛ 1 acre a also bɛyɛ 1 acre ejuma kro ahoden kro, but ɔno bɛ wie no enya bag edu na ukura no bag mienu eti ansa na wo benya bag edu no na sɛ jese what do acre no mako enum eti wo ahoden ne wo obi bia wɔ anim ɛdɔso sen ɔmo de but ɔmo nya kra sen ho enti yɛhwɛ ɛhɔ no so ne introduce technology na yetumi aboa na yekuaye no, especially when it comes to large scale no etumi akɔ enim kakra. And ebiem Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is proposing say Development Bank Ghana omo medjuma kese ba ko pa ne so mbɛpɛ funding na yɛde aboa a lot of development agenda in the country. Enti Development Bank Ghana ebeboa na you provide the needed finance and the funding. I'm a large scale farming, whilst at the same time no share a quite better warehouses are see across the country no be beam na yama silos no and the warehouses not doso na yetumi yes in yabeya yetumi see ohemu year you'd realize that a lot of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia's plans going into the future no but never say it's not in vacuum, just announce from Mamuka ewo enyina so ne ye niama yetumi aye so far no emu de he ena ko yie emu de he ena aka entumi ko yie enti de ko yie de ye bo ho ban enti planting for food and jobs eboa ekuafo dodo na across the country no ehe a fine by na si ye hwe ne ye hyemu kena dia ya ne mu de na tumi akoyie si ye bo ho ban enti that would continue. Warehouse and now you could no we'll have to scale it up and upgrade it and improve and increase the numbers. Yes, irrigation systems, a fine our car. Yen to me, ye money cocoa see. For look down my cashier besia, a sunny economic challenges in yen to me every year, what's about salvation so that irrigation system can come on stream to provide the needed irrigation for our brothers and sisters in the northern part of the country. And it's an influence some parts of the northern part of Omunya crisis. Looking at what we have done so far, looking at how what we have done has succeeded and what is outstanding. Transportation, one of my say Ghana, especially when it comes to the urban areas. Transport costs, Ghana for Oje salary, 2,000 Ghana cedis. Ote Madina, free Madina, Eko, Yoyene Juma, Accra, or spending, 15 Ghana cedis. It's every 10 days, we are or spending 15 cedis times 10. 30 days, transportation in one number 460 Ghana cedis out of the salary of 1,800 Ghana cedis. And a lot of the transport owners will tell me say the key component into their cost and our pricing, price of fuel, price of spare parts, and maintenance. It's normally GPRT for me to say the temperatures go so it's an spare parts war so. Spare parts was also from almost the end, so it's a full. We need to have an integrated planner. You better be also sign many. So what Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is saying is that shall we begin to look at introducing electric vehicles? Electric vehicles, 50%, at least 50% savings, at least 50% savings on the electric vehicles when it comes to what cost on the petrol and diesel vehicle. No, electric vehicles you buy almost 50%.
Agnes, I'm saying, Amano, anyway. Okay, 1.7. Aba, Yanko.
Enti asema na make all brigade for ne bambo for the koboy ni of finance ministry. So wo pen kuntabuo. Ambulance per pass due 34.9 million no.
Wo pen kuntabuo. Ye wo avenues. Sasa wo de yere. Efa. Now what the one dance here akọ. It be office of the special prosecutor. It be yoko. Be crown so there wobetimi asama wo mo e wo mrem na omadi. Na ya na ade ni nyina no there could be say asama wo ka no e no kore. But when you come to court evidence based.
Okay. Ana ofasa mo kobodom pem so ministry kun na e.
Onyere
Yes, okay. So many police for clash. So say police for
Enya venue so kon.
Okay.
You mama Cobra. Okay. Okay, 101.7 so in Agnes.
On the pay the move network no. Enti electric vehicles no be boa na transportation cost up of enti no podium no can say by end of the year you expect about 100 of the buses are running urban way na aboa. And the idea is to introduce a lot more of these electric vehicles to replace a lot of our vehicles that you are running on the petrol, diesel, so that the Yamaminu will cost out the tough one because your friend is saying petrol and diesel, and my understanding is that about 70% of that is gone. Electric vehicle no the maintenance and to say petrol and diesel and so almost about 50% a free hop, and that would lead and help to reduce the cost of transportation hugely in the country. Ebium adebakwa yesha eyana hydrogen fancy ye utilities. Which our transportation ewie after the wabefie no or light go bo and so enenam ewiem, and you to be blaming ECG for the cost because production no was so we are running a lot on gas thermal plants and at the NT production no cost so. So what we are looking at really is to introduce a lot of solar power into our national grid. And what the solar power is going to do, they say, no one will fem kakra, and cost no so akofem senebeya consumer no ne bo so tua en cost bebre area no wo bebre nti ebe introducing kakra na etimi aboa. In fact, all the things Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is even encouraging, they say even households no kwa no you modo do na betimi akọ solar, and once you go on solar no your metering system bia so wo solar no bebre na wontumi use why you can push it back into the national grid na yetumi push it to others.
Because Miko Israel na ehono wo solar pa chese wo jina bia wo to ani fe ha chese solar wo use ba na na ne yetu use bi ba na chese say the boarding.
I see those are things we need to look at and crack, but ultimately no the point is that gradually when we begin to shift towards solar no the end game when they say yebono ebeko FM kakra na say yako housing a dime bo rent bo abodin if you run for rent or more than a no it all leads and adds up to your cost of living. And see one of the ways is looking at reducing that cost. Rental assistance scheme here or can one say me and rental assistance scheme no put there I mean they are sharp here that. And what he's saying is that we have to scale it up. Na enkosro, na emboa, senebeya, yebetumi, edi asoso Ghana for say. And then me no can say we are abrantie we bebu we Ghanaian eso tia renter wunni sika da ho a wo de betua no utumi call rental assistance scheme no maboa no we tia rent na fe we tia nkakra e de amomo thousands of people na so far almost be benefiting, and it's one of the ways Dr. Mahmoud BAWUMIA is preaching. Say we need to upgrade it, increase the allocation to the rental assistance scheme. So maybe between ABOAGYE and Affordable going into the future. And then he's also speaking about providing shelters. Listen, I'm saying we see hostels Amakayai, Ebi wa Shaman, Ebi wa Madina, Yesi bi wa Techiman, Yesi bi nso wa Ashanti region, and we share ne kwabonten so na kwahwe bebia yeni onu mu bi da awomu nso to no serebe mu ni ade a we need to begin to find ways and means aye betumi aboa safely iti enei afaka ye form wo hostel as I speak to you you training about 2 or 3 cohorts e mu da so ho aye training omo in skills development obewie no wenya adwuma ye owie no wenya adwuma ye a obetumi akọ rental assistance scheme no akwaje rent support no da call rent na fe de oye na adwuma. We are also looking at making lands available within the urban areas, the busy areas, for large-scale developers. Now, almost develop here, almost reserve a percentage, I think about 20 or 30% for low-income persons. See, I mean, oh, say nipa ni bebre o ha o ye adwuma e wo Accra. Bom titi. Ninya eka ye traffic build up no. Enti adenti ne sika fon kwa na omuntra cantonment ene laboni. Aban e wo nsase ni ade o ho. Ye be ma developers develop it. We usisi adan ni wi a na wo de be 20-30% dia to ho. Ama low income for no muso maje. No muso motimi atenem. Na o de ye adwuma within the city center e wunya say obekọ ekiri. And they reactivated State Housing Corporation. At some point, they go. In fact, after the time I bought 2017, that State Housing Corporation, they go. Umuni, a friend is saying, they take it to a crowd on the basis here, and they, Okwa Denta, or Yarifa, near the Adaya, almost see. In fact, State Housing is see Adaya across the country, I'm Oko, Western North, say you are seeing almost see Adaya, or Dr. Mahmoud BAWUMIA is saying, say, and see upgrading State Housing for Juma Mayano. Near scaling up opportunity become not gonna afford to do an adaya or mobile to me. These are some of the things that Dr. Mahmoud BAWUMIA can once a more or did say you to me ya a beboa na your cost of living no aquafem. Remember say Ojenema Maboy Nina and Yama Wakatum from Momo Senseho. Do na ye lay foundation dada. You be building on that foundation. These new things are all can once a and that's what we've been preaching about the upgrade, you know. The upgrade basically means is that in agriculture we have done certain things that have succeeded. But again, we still have certain things that we need to do. And I said we have certain things that we need to improve on the strategies we've employed so far. We don't need to clean and reset all the things we have done in agric, because then we'll be losing. You better lose. What we should be doing rather is to protect the ATMI na ye no. Na yentumi empushi the akana yentumi enye envie ye no. Okay, transportation a lot of things in here within the transport sector. But yentumi electric vehicle.
Okay.
So electric vehicle is a new thing that we want to bring into the transport.
Okay.
And that is what we mean we talk about when we talk about upgrade. Rental assistance scheme is already running. And what the Vice President is talking about is to upgrade it and to ensure, say, we would be improving it and increasing the number of beneficiaries. And that is what Dr. Mahmoud BAWUMIA is talking about. And yeah, Mamma was a pan and saying, and Pansum Fama, and Ushana Admin, Chazamano. Yamin Shaw, Mammy. Unshaw, so. Ora Dennis Miracle, ABOAGYE, Kasama for Ma, His Excellency.
Nipa dasani yonko nipa dasani na lawyer for the na human rights Amnesty International human rights na ne be kunu do animal right ne be kunu no and the only right mbra ne be kunu no o the only right in Kenya akwana kuma 42 in Kenya wa kuma aduanan mienu
Kenya mem
aduanan mienu Anra Nigeria ni Ghana ni connect for Nigeria wa kuna yi ne kokko no na wa kotwitwa na de akosi kukuo bi na de afran ahan no ba ye kre aduru
na de ye ni nyankoma de
wa kuni pa yi ne kokko nipa and we sit down wherever we are human rights honesty human rights as a human rights activist namre munya monsam hunu I call it in sim Baba Kubano de Abada Benyanipa. She and this new woman organizer, a very beautiful woman organizer, or call Nigeria Akofan near Maba. Shagana Nibi, so what feel if you batando, if you following the story, also Nigeria or Makununu. What I say. So it's so painful. Very, very painful. Eti, Newa could be what US now. Nyampasa mekamense mampanyina kufadwe baba bia bekun fon so bekunta san wontimi amababa so nsa se owura san the indiscipline is too much in the system and now the car no more be left here wa wo fa no usuro ono so obetiram no also suro is that the system mudemo akwa nwi ayi motoke di animuti na ya yankwan ye kwa fom ye ya yankwan ye kwa tikoko ye ya yankwan ye kwa twabe ye ya yankwan ye kwa tumire ye ya yankwan ye kwa hwafidie ye. Look at the problem you are going through. When you been in anko to tomatoes ankwa wontimu nko because human rights there amnesty there ebere mede no baba kuban so wo gidi say Rollins 93 about Osensan. Most buyer of a Sensan. I just couldn't afford by a Sensan. I could Mahama by a sister, I could find a Sensan. And to Ghana, the indiscipline, Nipakum, Emma from Kanokore, Nibisa. Told him, sir, Okuma Bekunibi. Emma from. Now, we've created monsters for ourselves. We've created monsters for ourselves. Studio highway upa na jono nkono uba program na wo pon okwa so kwasa o kokora obi eba osuro also oshiawa osuro and we think we are creating a just system now guys binimba the human rights ba better human rights be me because society they say we say heaven ni bronsanjam bi kura be ka so pe bronsanjam bi be ka so pe bronsanjam. So that argument, I'm saying that look, the time has come. I'm on pro demonstration. Mama yantensi krum. Yan kantra na nakufa do say hey, over a sign and son of a consign young kuni panibi. Jerry John Rollins time from 83, 84, there was much discipline in the country. Discipline in terms of say yeah kumbi, yeah be yeah be back, yeah discipline. In as much as Obia want a rice, rice. But we don't need to live in a society. Yanama be usru, Mamio so much usru. Upapa kwano patron, corporal kwano pasoria usru. Asumasi, a quatu mirano papa, Mirawan contama, a changrodo usru. Uko foma and kaoba uchani. Niko ko na waba atogeno nyina genu asesa nsu aguso nso kere fom a usuru obiasuru what society are we creating
mo asema wo kan na kai mi asemi se ye ka kura no a ene ye kwa e wo se court na court no na nsani 12 judges bi asese ya call wo mon to the appeals court awon sense bebre manfo kire again na mampeni so justify
belemme.
I'm saying judges. I'm saying.
I'm for
Sanebeka.
I'm saying. They need me Beka. They should stop making those ugly noises they are making.
Oh,
say, yeah. Akufo-Addo na boa as a lawyer me ba first do I've been in practice for 34 years
34 years
Odiasannan lawyer adwuma na pre-court no na won kan eti efisunwane na yakonkran ana nkran no kura so mu an bebe ya na nopa na awia nne wo mu ajekum kufo no mpenso nyame adaroma bebe titim tamale tenase kofo bi atenase ho tenase kumase tenase kepkus tenase ana no be na fiafi et bosome
ana me benya appeals court to ACC no
President Knowles and President Mahama bae no na judges no free Kubanse ba beda hotel
no free nkran ba
ebe free nkran ba Akufo-Addo adanworoma na ne bebe ka kire otumfo ama ba asase an ko weda na ba siesi wa ma
how sisi ono
ko weda na ba siesi wa
fe
na we nyina chinu ya lawyer na ga so MPP fo ba nya ba ntoma ba ene ba yama appeal court no etransi da bia enti se etimi yama appeal court tamale otransi da bia ya yama appeal court ho otransi da bia ya ekofodi otransi da bia kepos otransi da bia amoye adaboye so no who appeal court no bebrea you need to promote more judges, more lawyers to the appeal court. So you can, if you go to Nigeria, some of the states in Ukraine, and US in the Bidum was states be one more highest courts, or more states. The judges, no, Becano, do me, no, media crowd, they should appoint more judges. And when they appoint more judges to the High Court, more judges to the Appeal Court, more judges to the Supreme Court, more judges. Now, Okotamala, judges in the better answer the Bia. They say, and then I say, I be close to you. No Tamale Fono, Baba, Kumase. Now, what did you say? It is our Boko, our Kulungungu, our Bunkru Yoyo. Nasa the Kodiasa no Bolaga. Now so you know your pillow her from what to her. Why cannot unya airby or the car now or the train now or the bus are not there.
I no cry hard judgment.
Not there that the judges are very a docile. So judgment has a me a car does and go for a bambabin minister no. So you need more judges. Say a good father or down Poku Krum by a court. Quada so by a court. Swame by a court, Asokwa by a court, her court to do as it. And now Akufo-Addo pencil concanaya, Amasama High Court to her. And now Akufo-Addo pencil, Okoso Utum High Court to her. And now Akufo-Addo pencil, Oko Adenta High Court to her. And now our lawyer for me on ma court complex cry, I've infirmed you to see her. And now Nakupa down ma. Yenya High Court to a fina. And now, Nakupana Daruma, your High Court to Odoma at the same Tama. And let a man of mine be brave. What your politics in tea, Mon Person Mubeka correct. Politics, politics in tea. Some Ghanaian intellectuals, some Ghanaian academicians, politics in tea. Only Nimkai, Ubenya lawyer Nimia, and MVP Benya, want to Tiabe. Because some people for 100%. But I'm saying, sir, comparatively, what the MPP things and you know the NDC and you know. Until Madam Mahama, nothing good will come out of Nazareth. Nothing good will come out of Nazareth. What is Benami Buno? Nothing good will come out of Nazareth. Until Madam Mahama, Tuma Baumia. Tuma Baumia. Yankosan Lukaku bio Emma catching on Manchester United. Yankosan Lukaku, Nkosan Lukaku.
And you vote Lukaku.
You know your team, your cap. Every so Ferguson Quay and Shadow in your cap, just a fear bin and no. Yen and a crown crowd at the Mani National Saka. Now you say CTG. We need to be serious in life. And so now we are transfer marketer about transfer marketer by him. Place a prayer, bewo pan. No. Yes, you know. No. Me and son, our Real Madrid. Me and our Man City. No. Me and son, Jude Bellingham, Mbappe, Vinicius Jr. Me and our City, Haaland, Foden. Eddie, wow, go per player. Wow, into the Lukaku Baba ye. Cannot correct other derby.
Lukaku judges no. What you say? President.
Now me too, my man for me to a judge from Muntium. One your man to say Muntim. Ghanaians want quality judgments. Me too, my man for no.
No, George for
judges. I am Neka. I'm a judge be awards at district court. So what second court? Who high court? Who appeal court? Who supreme court? Mera Meka because many Ghana for this year. Now no MPP for bar
Jubilee Park.
Me man continent VIP. Man ko VIP. Nemini namu me pe mole. Uko mole no what some. Ghanaians want quality judgments. Ghana for per judgments are able to stand the test of time. Judgment out is our judgment to a judgment to a yeah, judgment to a no cracka, judgment to you atoye. And yes, I had the work of district court or magistrate court or court of appeal or supreme court. No judgment with trouble judgment to be a Munima. Me the many Ghana for no coba, many banners some quality mean call restaurant too. Me them ko choba. Me no whiskey. Barley near the amenumbi. Me the media ne mort. I move with the ordinary Ghanaian. And the sentiments be a member ha me American. I am the ordinary Ghanaian. The beer bentimunya be a manenka. Me na yam ka. Because media have me therapy talk.
Some be a beer and chiminka.
On them ka. My therapy talk.
They say Kanu.
Oh, yeah. Mahama America, Akufado America, Bia America. Mia Grand BAWUMIA and America. Yeah, because you see, that is what is sugar. So Ghanaians want quality judgment. Yampe judgment, but trouble Joe. Yampe judgment, because I wear pad. Yeah, judgment, because you know, you are in a system. Yet to qualify, but I'm man for free. I am more proud to do her, more way, and I'm more caught to the amen court to the Oka, the church, Ghana court to the and I'm the background to one, and I'm at the background puppet, and I'm at the background Chima mine, and I'm at the background Kennedy, and I'm at the background Bochua, and I'm a Kwamuna, and I'm a Kobeni. These are the sentiments of a lot of Ghanaians.
No, sir, I told you I'd be them ratio Munsem Crown. Ebi a court in some delay in India. Because judges didn't know so. Now say that Ghanaians, every person want quality judgment. I be manage GDO court.
Sir, here. Now I'm saying Supreme Court judges too na ya call woman. I mean, Trasana Parliament. Rather, be a banyan, maybe what him yam is sorry. Then I am sorry. Why? Say the Obi called Supreme Court, and I the Obi free High Court, Echo Court of Appeal, and the Parliament, but Supreme Court of Appeal to Supreme Court, and I practicing lawyer to Supreme Court. Yes, I'm going to say, our Court of Appeal, Mama judgments is sign or deliver. So our High Court, now the name of Court of Appeal, judgments is sign or deliver, judgments is sign. Sign a co-appealer, you're overturning. Look, in future, when BAWUMIA comes, my son has say, Say, doctor, we should build a system within the judiciary. Judge Biama judgment now a system. It is a judge be a high court, no person called appeal court. You can just click and see the number of judgments were delivered. Judgments is so ordinary echo appeal court. That's another done nearby actually. Judgment, oh, I say we not system. No.
Nasa ansana, you be promote to judge bino. I will go through all these.
And I know about that and appeal court to Supreme Court. Babeko Supreme Court. What is a parliament? Besides we deliver judgments.
So parliament bisa. It doesn't mean say omunye.
Parliament ought to have done that. That should be a matter for parliament.
But ebi omunum say
Chasa
omunye no
bisano who vet your friend vetting who vetting owura who court of appeal. You nominating say do Supreme Court. 2022 to 2023 or 24. What my judgments are saying. What my rulings are saying. Say na go Supreme Court overturn. Say na go Supreme Court ya firm. We must be able to get access to all these things. It shouldn't be only the MPs. Obia. Because a judge don't even say na record no nya tracker. Na record no nya. Na ye track ya. Na record no nya. O nya promotion.
Enyen so ansanka omo ankasa kra no nyini say be appoint omo mpo.
Oh no be the casem. Say ya my judges who say your tracker. Into the judgment in nya. So I am not going to say oh per promotion. Or no I'll be mindful of the judgments in the rulings. Into the foot no second year no fanu. Second judges in the Yabebri. Yes, Yabebri. The judges in so mobile so no mamma judgments no. Munyana and quiet is near Mekwa Pape and Yamako Botchua. Menkasa and Quapapu. Menkasa and Cobotchu. What is the best of ten?
There was a judgment to know.
What do I
say? Oh, wait, dear.
Sir. Menkasa and Cobotchu. Menkasa and Quapapu. Eh, Botchua, Papa, Mijibedi. Madame, Mijibotchu, Media Papedi, Media Conedi, Media Tecaridi, Mede Narcodi. Meje chena mandi meje tano mira bosom bia mejidi o de oji bia di me mpa bosom azanzan fo no a na bosom papa o papa no de bia meje bedi
so kwa sorry
na mkwa sorry Roman Catholics de wa ka kwesi sapa mbuku no the nobility of the African child
so be brain bi
me brobi o kania o tim say African traditional religion eyesom eyebisom
tane ka obe fa baako
abi meje bia di Idam Jibiadi, Major Kramodi, Major Bahidi, Major Buddhism, Major Shintoism, Major Zoroastrianism. I respect African traditional religion. Now, Roman for Antony Market Bompire, Antony Joseph Bompire, Antony John Bompire, Antony Ford and Amumpire. No, I'm sure Gunsa, Nanaka and Sawnsani, Nanaka Kuchra, and Surabanu. There's nonsense yet. There's nonsense yet. And then a Roman Catholic and then I canonize no as a sentinel and yard the Ketua. Roman Catholic said Teresa up to now, Ninsada so and Ninsana not the boss and Kun from almost 1,000 years, Saint Teresa and Sanada so.
So near for history.
At a so Roman Catholic Casa, ya canonize Saint Teresa, Benyan from so. Into our Bompire no Saint Teresa, Roman Fontier. But say, as soon as Santa Fe Gunsana Kokukra, and all this Jacofino, or the CSM. Now Santa Man Begunsan Kokukra won't send ya, Murum Kokukra won't send ya. But anyway, Mother Quasibro need the idea, before the idea. So please, the judges, a foot ram at the moment. We need to be very, very careful.
Lawyer Nana Obribwahin, the state of Ghana, no.
Speaker, no, dear, no.
Members, the speaker, dear, so. Now, Joe Biden. Nansena. Yet, why, Uncle Joe Biden is a form. America, memo. I'm not Nipa break as a politician.
Joe Biden, I foresaw so I am ready.
Na said no am ready than son of a president.
But about Asibakuni. Namusa Biden, why am I?
Got to toy in Tiana.
Well, because I'm an older one last year, not area. Now, Kasa, a siso. Alfred, Odibra or command speech, baby, we are bones and now. Ujina was a Ujina Hosa. Baby, not to talk, baby, now, once a Joe Biden. But Joe Biden, let me hear some say, now Joe Biden, Sabi, we are the perfect time. Don't behave like a typical African politician.
Oh, no. That's African politicians.
Some typical African politicians. Some, I'm qualified. Some typical African politicians. Why? Probia is about 91. In Cameroon. Probia Pesokubio. Now, no December. Probia went to Saudi Arabia. I get you a job, I say, now, you are him from Krapu. You are him from. Oh, in Uganda, the vice president is 84. Uganda, remember to about 2026. All of us in Ginabio.
84 years. No?
80 all of Ginabio.
Or say Ginabio.
All of Ginabio.
I'm going to say 5 years.
In Uganda, Museveni has been the president from 1988.
Yoweri Museveni.
1988. Africa. Abranti ekwa wotobo na anu ada krai. Foreigner singi. 2006. No baso. Na singi 206 no baso. Do the calculation. Kagame, Rwanda,
Paul Kagame.
Na anu ada basema wasena nya biu. 1996 or 1997. Jacob Zuma Okoye na anu ada opese oba na constitutional court on disqualified no say ya convicted for contempt nkoso na ba abibrim sana Joe Biden na nkopeso ye say so ntimi nko na Joe Biden the problem ama democracy
no problem.
Yeah, because
so I resign
no and na so resign yanka ebeye ayi December. And Joe Biden, Diano, maybe to assume it reminds me of Professor Mills. Professor Mills echo US ever 12 June 2012. Professor Mills by Auburn cover Accra Airport. Yeah, flash, yeah. Now against NDC4. Obeya yes against because almost nobo almost party be huru against it for. He came on 12 June 2012 and he died on 25th or 24th July 2012. Now here you say whole law lecturer, former law lecturer won't hear po no waba no man kuran kurabi na when I say me yare ukasa kuro kasanity. What is what my dear?
No, former lecturer.
The former lecturer, taxation. So, they say, Joe Biden did be known. Because Professor Mal Sabio, Kafrache, Mr. America, may so rest in peace. Anka, Ebia, Anka Sama no buy and no, also, or your usher seat, no, your warm.
Oh, exercise.
And yet, men took me home from me, a team master put down. Probably. So it comes together. Oh, some typical African politicians and intellectuals. So say no, Joe Biden, Akaka Krebi. I think next month we are in July. We have a Congress. We will be Congress to it. A possible say Kamala Harris, AB or Ben Winnie. But you know, so we are very good in world politics to say a moving very nice. A country like America, is America prepared to accept a woman as the president?
Then you're almost the leading democracy.
So do I ben country. You can be a woman, a president, Venezuela, president, Ecuador, president, Canada, if very possible. Margaret Thatcher, UK, Chancellor, Germany, or barbecue. But America, imagine like Russia. Can you envisage a day be about president of Russia?
That doesn't mean so democratic.
Well, we are democratic, but you know, when we are a little skeptical
Ah, ma mo on and you're competent.
Money are competent, but one feels a way politics in the day. As a woman, member be no more buga.
That's a discriminatory womb.
Ben can't dear. Because the letters article be on some of democracy for now BSE. The BB high. I don't know. Kamala Harris. No, I'm from Jamaica. No, Papa Free Asia. Unlike Obama, nanum dear fita. Nanum dear fita. The word dear. So it's a problem for the Democrats. And it's a problem for a lot of us. Say, the Trump for person above you. Trump for person above you. So Joe Biden, Diano, Nanya, Aya Amanafa. What's the Joe Biden, Diana to Professor Molsa? Yeah, Professor Molsa. When I know about enough fish, I can talk to Kwesi, Mustafa Bandin, see a babuka coin the way a boasem. When your boasem, we and your bo asem, when young toka. Share the TV so group will be a dear time now. I need the whole group. I need the whole organized lectures. He organized lectures and it was well attended. But then beyond me, no me when you Yankopana bomb Sikari mini. Ben Indiana need him when he
Nassi Kahobi.
Yet, Amicas as a professor, Monso, Mucasa, Musian, one canano. Because of Debbie. Move on, Conicum. Namuncosi. Not that she be an obia cobebia, Mwakakoshe. And Naminoka said, Binum Kong, Techime, a year, or twice a common tea, Koshe Babia Bishia Buzia. Now the Amabuzia Koto. Can you imagine, says Amabuzia? Because I've been seeing in Canada, and Kabusha for Betiasia. Then Tiasia. Yen, I am Tiasia. Sabi man was Sumaso, Nasramaka Tifo. Can you imagine Sabika Frata Jakunko for whatever seeing in Canada? I can't even be the man.
Montiasia.
Daddy, oh, this year, my papa, no, this year. Fanabra. Akufado, I am this year. And luckily for our tradition,
NPP tradition,
the UP, PFP, NPP tradition. Abai for Cabo, Bensian on Canai. Ezi Dombo, Bensian in Canai. Secret Adam, Bensian in Canai. Aliu Mahama, Bensian in Canai. Gofiabro Fabuzia, Bensian in Canai. What I say?
That's a tradition, idiot.
Yeah, they are proud of our tradition and our legacy. Yeah. We see a cheap papa. Why no Tafre? Aliu Mahama, former vice president, they could see the Tamale. But she had Professor Monsi Dukuruman Kawiba.
Every so I'm going to be managing with Jenny and Tina Manis and found him be a best.
Ampa over no can have no can. The team manager Nashik Buzia lectures one more young Watakrado. How it is well organized. Nashik Buzia lectures. We are not Watakrado. Last 2 years, and last 2 years or so. Or me this man Mekobi. Men I'm called President MPP. Nashik Omayanta. Fef Buzia lectures. Dankwa lectures. Dombo dear crowd dear. And then on Bayer, to almost from here, Mentimian because of it. Secret Adam didn't a bay for Kabun in a ye. Me ye. Baba Tiasan, we are more lectures. Oh, quiet, ye bay. In 2010, when Kwajanyam Chaman was the regional minister, Jubilee Park, once I had to Buzia Park. And this is the first sign of somebody didn't know back or Kwame Nkrumah Park. I'm not from Power. Well, Bano, Captain Sawunti, wouldn't you know Bribo here can't see me. Captain Smart, well, Bano, Captain Sobribo here can't see me. In 2010, Kodanyam Chamafo was the regional minister. bebe change Buzia Park no. Na buy in Kwame Nkrumah Park. Unim nyame ye. Me the court.
What the court?
Yes, I took the matter to court.
Ya je bibia na the court.
Ya me ma wo Buzia ho fi. Me ma wo Dankwa ho fi. Me ma wo Abaifa Kabo ho fi. Me ma wo Dombo ho fi. Me ma wo Siketa Dam ho fi. Me ma wo Ali Mahama ho fi. Me ma wo Pagrant ho fi. Me ma wo Obesebelante ho fi. Me ma wo Emmanuel Lante ho fi. Dafa koto ne ma ho nso ogun ho fi amem pene besu ne bade manam aga sab ka se BAWUMIA beba no menam da yam ka se di BAWUMIA beba
Dina prophet kusise wo wura baby why ye niam bi misu daipa anto eni ayeke voter region anto SG anto ayeke Modesta Palo voter region but ya vanko su obribo ahin ya nkoso ne dae ya ma obribo ahin no tom until so BAWUMIA ba obribo ahin shall sleep no more. Prophet Pokusi wasi wura baby why ye niam bi
so ka ho bi se mo no bo mpaye mam munni wa mini ho Prophet Pokusi mo bo mpaye mam munni wa mini ho Jofasco no nyina
Jofasco
ben ba mpaye mam. You know, you see, we are proud of our tradition. So what Madam Kwabuzia Dombo tradition there, and the one your politics crank ye. And Kaya, now the Kwakwa the whole all lunch in a book. Kwakwa the whole say, I know the Ghana Hamam putting me a new pet. No, so I'm impactful. Brofo, you see, Chabaya, dear Pa, Jerry John Rollins, and Professor Mills. What is MPP Nibia did Kokwa to what?
Dabi.
What is MPP Nibia did Kokwa did what? Kokwa do I need to watch the Najan. All of money ha a free Tibesine, Mam Penim you no pet. No mere impactful on one brofo. Jerry John Rollins and Professor Moss. Jerry John Rollins and Yaman America, we actually tell me the name camp. I read a lot. My dear Yakin can. Member King cut the papa.
Sentina one nana, John.
I didn't mean that. Me, I mean, Condom Sa. Me, I mean, Condom Jot. Me, I mean, Cossetting.
Sorry, I'm not just King Cancer.
I don't know my manager. Benyan started UP and La Liga and the Bundesliga. Me, manager Yakin can. So when I read it, now I'm going lectures now when I read it. But Napo and then Napo can't send me. Okay, Monconomani dear, Miro, Picasso and the Ocean, Monconomano dear, and dear. But no price and what can you? No patcher nakin. I attended it. Moncanchira, Baba, a Western regional, Sabara Napo Mama Pacho, Moncanchira, say, Quaqua need the whole day. Mana ya friend and man Ghana, Baba Bedi Mampanina, what you brought to me, Jerry John Rollins, and Professor Thomas. I people for Nico Quani the who attempt that. The Benin attempt that because I'm people for him. Democracy can be, Mammy can be, Mammy can be. Now you better move from before the Abronos of fun. Oh, Bokwame Nkrumah sama, yeah. Okay, John Mahama sama, yeah. You better move from. Sabi, your friend will better because we are Democrats. What need the whole? I'm people for now a year. Professor Moss, Mosalinum Hall, no Kwame Nkrumah Mosalinum Hall now. I'm people for a year. I could father in a year. And to go need the whole impactful presidents, Rollins, and what is a beard matter?
Davi.
Modiana,
every so I know refer to the party.
Oh, I the other Ghana, and so be any nothing. Modia, the year at the court, even Parliament of Ghana. You have a speaker here NDC. Speaker here NDC. Not a MP, member of Parliament. Eko Kase, with due respect, Mr. Speaker, what's a man can a prejudicial? And it's about permanent.
Aha, Sasam Nankasa. Mammy Misa was him. Now, parliamentary proceedings. minimum mu procedure oni omo chese enhihye ni nyina de but mami misa say me see ye na ankasa no ohu ni say
me hu say I beg to submit say ne speaker ye no wanye ni ye I beg to submit ne speaker ye no wanye ni ye why for the track record of this country from 1957 after the bedroom baby na be one party state that was in 1964 by 1965 the Ghana national anthem and the Ghana flag see people first sang Ghana national flag echo for CPP flag party flag in 1965 and the be Ghana national flag so cool number 66 no the Hunyasi commission Apollo commission yeah be yes 69 no and so on beto ba no so consultative constituent assembly no wo mu say niam bi wo jama ba kofo a the man be kodich. So in the 1969 constitution they were very careful, very careful, and they talked about parliamentary supremacy. Eti niam all nunum ebe speaker of parliament. Eti na William Akufo-Addo ebe president ceremonial. And a kun bi ba 1972. Na ba se na ba 1979 and so wo mkeka ni akoni na bom. No omo ya hweye, no omo ya constitution. Baby ya na ku bi ba 1982, 8182. Eti ba 1992 dia no, ba se na ya hweye. Eti ahweye no na ma wo constitution no wo kache no sa. Wo mo wieye na ba transitional provisions be kan. President nya supreme. Speaker nya supreme. Chief Justice nya supreme. Now we are in parliament. And the speaker kokase nipa mienu no abade aba no esese yenya ceiling bi na say ni sense. Look I say, hwe na wise no can. I say with due respect Mr. Speaker, with due respect.
Now so the need dey cross am.
It say obi kasa not sabi o mpache o. Sabi mpache o. No dey asem kura to so. Na ore ma sham fa donko. Nyami de ho ya pa above the MPs, MPP and NDC MPs. Me di be ho ya. Why? And Kasam Gajas, Mr. Speaker, please. You cannot go beyond that limit. You cannot ask him some privileges committee. It is the privileges committee. I don't know their standing orders. And I don't think I need to read their standing orders. But I'm saying, sir, Ghana for never from where continue. And you know, my supremacy of the institutions, you know. Certain so parliament to honor or discuss issue be President ma authorization.
See I'm quite no.
Say yeah Say mpo say president na say auto na say free MPs no e wo Jubilee House no. And NDC MP because I say Mr. President, with due respect, that is prejudicial. President cannot ask the person say through Jubilee House course. President cannot. Man penny anti me mano kwani. Because the Jubilee House is not the property of the president. Now, Speaker Kachira Sonko. Now, Mr. Speaker, Mibunu. At any point in time, I respect him. Yeah, look at this here. Ilus of Hussein Benkumbo.
Benjamin Kumbo.
Abambabe. Uriaya.
Alaji Huduyaya.
They are type of characters, sir. The country is already a bit in a Sakura Bomsia memory. I respect them. I respect them a lot. But I respect them a lot to them. And just as a baby, Bishuna and Yamida.
Onka.
Menka. Nah, honorable, I'm not on pressure, Mr. Speaker. Come on, please. Please.
I didn't ask him come here.
That should have raised the matter, said Mr. Speaker. You've exceeded your limit. You don't do that. Because we have 3 organs of government. I feel you know, or the woman pressure for you.
I have also both for sir. Speaker, I apologize.
But the Sanse, me say what you say. Baby, ya ba hay. Ba be hwe ne ba be team be pa disua. What you say. Nti me mpese me de me ho be dobo de
wura sani manim.
But I'm saying then another pressure says, hey, come on, Mr. Honorable, another pre. So the bonne be na free ye. And this phone so better one so obi antiman so ranka if we say or your MPP MPT a triangle one because it tweam. When Montaka refer to the speaker as tyrant, obitim kasai. Yani gana hana Muntafka a case speaker or a tyrant.
That is a be a hun in term.
Exactly. Na MPP MPs. Ni adu ya kra lawyers na wo mu no. NDC MPs. They make one lawyers and they as a body lawyers or munya lawyer. Abasa speaker and why she didn't limit to be. That more draw attention. More draw attention. Nah, another Mr. Speaker. Maybe they are everybody a measure that.
Now, debut, Mammy Mr. said, Speaker. Sir or ni team or no moye adwuma and as an staff or no moye adwuma e brebi by Emma former majority leader kra no and no not former majority leader but MPs ni bi kra be kan me say as a speaker run parliament say na hinkunya bi na odi e bia be kira dwen ma speaker kra be kan say we number 3 Emma just say be blessisi and ayano ayesa atwaswa that is where the MPs ran about they should not have behaved like tomorrow souls. I was expecting somebody to come say Bishop Wasam can me patcho me can say me walk on the water him because the speaker cannot impeach you and I never can some ramu ayano correct. I am not correct. I had a bantam for Supreme Court judge. I had a committee was set up. Committee was set up. The judge be and that Supreme Court judge in a court retirement. But be a minute be be castle. Hey, but also say, but be a minute Supreme Court judge in be castle. Our mrem. What trends are such a bonus? Oh, the Caribbean, on Channel. What you want? Okay. On just I judge, no, Bonifacio in Hosa, not Ponisa as a Panamaker. Ponisa, and I got retirement. I got retirement, and some will be coffee. Some will be coffee. Ha, yes, I am no. Mama Yankai who said, look, be out of here. I dear Nipabe beyond. I want to hear. I had a banter with the Supreme Court judge. It was a very ugly and unpleasant and nasty. A committee was set up. The Chief Justice. I appeared before the committee. Because I look, media sabe. I have this 50 buaf, only 50 buaf. Bisasara na ofro bribanya, okian ebubu debu. Ebubu debu. Ah, what you say? I just say you bumia. Ana me bu.
Ah, ebubu debu. Ebubu debu, ni pa be breta frames. I am paso. Wan fra na abranya obeka ebubu debu. Ubumia.
Ana me bu.
Ana abroso.
Enye.
So what do you know how much speaker now? Majority. The minority should be quiet. Because a free year na belo onkono. Or ye majority. Na try onkono we trade. So with all humility, Mr. Speaker, men won yagene.
And this mamim yesiade. Boyen. And this bibi says your parliamentar. Na entwe ya. Honorable Kwekwe free DSC no. Obetimi aka say the speaker here no enye ntime court ho. You go sir, but it's a matter we happened in na free no case on kwanka bende nka ba sha betwena ko ba shwa sumo oh dabi no
because why then where we are there
no
where we are there let's be very honest and sincere to us.
Okay,
well let me apologize. I withdraw that one. Let me apologize. I withdraw that one. But I'm saying sir, I should have insisted, say, Mr. Speaker, me nye bibi asene masha oba betwe me inside me akọ. After year west no cause with due respect. No, yeah. CPP, yeah, CPP time na parliament no. When you CPP nia in 1964, omukoto abano. Wahu. Na omobeye one party state. CPP Central Party no. Represented 138 parliamentarians. Benina benwini. I think we've gone through the PDA days and in Yamaniama no. We've gone
by force near mano.
Yeah, chum.
A chum.
And to Ghana, sheer at the Shabby, and it's in a man, Ghana, no sub region, Nunano. Be a person, I don't know about Ghana. But be I don't know about because Yanson, you're firm, and no nama yet to be your cabin, mammy cabino, ayakama. And I bet with your so come you know, uncobu. What are the no amend the constitution in Cote d'Ivoire? And to me, Ghana. Give the no amend the constitution, and to me, Ghana. Santina, Obasanjo, no person amend the constitution in Nigeria.
Olusegun Obasanjo.
I think couldn't say Yampany. I'm bringing a person to me, Ghana. So, you understand? So, it's fair. So, the catcher, say, Masha Fadoko. When he has said that with you, some me too say, me too. I'm because who are Bambabe, dear, sorry. Because what are very impactful in my life. Ben Kumbo, Unusa Fuseni, Kodonyam Chamafo, who the Yaya, they've been come. I admire them. A Kaiser Alamisi, the saying, Martin Amidu. What I say? I admire them. My personal view, me imagine. And you know, these are NDC materials we me pebasem. What you see? Eti bi me kase ntia abambabe. But abambabe ya de no nya. I say kase honorable. Bibi we ya we die. Wa nye ni ye. Nso aban wo no enne ko hinu. Na me di hu ya ne say majority MPs, minority MPs.
Omunyina ye di.
Obi aye di. And then even honorable not done pressure yet. Pacho. How? Should not be acha the ending of August. No man at this over.
The nim na woman nim jina mo pacho no.
Minim dia. Ushiaba no abisabe. Ware. Minim dia but August near dissolve. A dissolve what? Ebia umbekom back when I mean. Bisu cry a dissolve in August. Uncle Parliament to be. Just about to obey.
But you called you also Muko say your Majuma.
Oh, Nabiazo absorb Yabaka campaign. What you say? So please, I mean, it's just a very big. Is it that problem in West Africa? The problem you are going through now. Say Guinea, Burkina Faso, and Mali, the Sahel states. Better, Batiba. Tapwa Kunu Ban Niger. Number 3 must be Hakai. So West African ministers could share with President could share with Abuja. President Kufuor could be. Tinubu could be. Well, you are the first to back you know, my breaking. Hey, Yamoye. And yet, a hard dream. But some Beshia Kapiski and the ministers of security on Beshia. Ghana need to TV3. I said they should get ready. We are coming. We are coming. We are well prepared. We are well prepared.
The here order.
The here order. And now, Mommy and Son say, Batiba. Woman, and my echo was view. Huh? Foko, Fasan Dang. Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger, they will not come back to ECOWAS. That.
I'm saying President Kufuor leading no Monkasa.
Ben Mada, Ben Manne, Ben Machina. What's a Kevada Edi? What's a Togo Timunkabi? What's a Kevada Edi? What's a Togo Timunkabi? What's a Guinea? I am.
Then of course
they will join. It might It marks the end of ECOWAS. Me batina me can make camera munyan yo munyo bribo. Oh, on your casa basa. Oh, casa tum. Oh, me camera eba. But then now they are soldier for Akonije. No, come over in Nigeria. Huh? But be able Harry free no. Hono nyina ya Fulani for. Na o enta Niger so a. Hono nyina ya Fulani for. Higher Fulani Kremufo. Higher Fulani Kremufo. Na sabi kafrachu. We use a Cote d'Ivoire bonia. Now by the fair tuna and I be for some pakotaki or more. Ghana for no tuna and the Quancy Krumu. Never be sure for the Cote d'Ivoire. But I'm worth out. Okay. Oh, Messu Quine. Nakasi Marco Mango President in the back. The Bahayam Poche. Woman or minister Secano. The Bahayam Poche. The Bahayam Sare. Answer. Young Crown Elementary School, you call Bola. Was Nadahono. Yanka said Beshemo. Manka just ECOWAS. You cannot invade Niger. And it's going to mark the end of ECOWAS. The three countries in Mabio, Mane, Manchina. Oh, Ghana at your tomatoes in Jane Crowdy for Burkina. Why are planting for food and jobs?
Lawyer Nana Obri Buahen. Ana yatelen kanu ha.
For food and jobs. Oh, that's for Jane tomatoes free. Who are poor? Yakuya India. But we are by Benny Pamo. Who are poor Lungu? Poor Lungu, no. You spent more than about 30 million.